Hello, welcome in everybody. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This could play out at any point in time. This message may or may not be for you. I'm going to talk about the moon in Cancer today before jumping in with the cards. I was shown the sync 404, which I feel is a big sync for divine intervention. If we think about the number 4 in the tarot, in the major arcana, it is connected to the Emperor. And then if we go to all of the other 4s, we've got the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and the 4 of Swords. And so we are in a massive portal of healing the divine masculine collective. And I know this isn't meant to be twin flame, but we are on the precipice of some major profound collective shifts when it comes to relationship cycles. And with the moon in Cancer today, I do feel there's a lot of third eye activations. I've recently reconnected with a soulmate all the way back from high school. And I know he's going through it. So the divine masculine collective, I feel, is awakening to distorted thought patterns. And with the moon in Cancer, quincunx Venus and Mars today, as well as square Neptune, it feels very confusing. The energy feels very confusing. You might be feeling like you're out of alignment or misaligned because of these very intense and enigmatic emotions that are coming up. So be mindful, because many are going to be out of touch with reality over the next couple of days as the moon transits through Cancer. And so it's kind of highlighting all of our insecurities right now, right? The moon in Cancer is connected to the home. It's connected to the mother. And so I do feel we're in a massive portal of healing some mother wounding, or the masculine is in a portal of healing some mother wounding. And so the energy really is triggering this increased need for love and affection, which is also creating the rising tensions with insecurities. And so I do feel we don't want to be tempted, right? We should never, ever have to prove our worth to another. Ever, never, never. Don't ever be tempted to prove yourself to another. You are worthy. And so I do feel we're going to see some people acting out over the next couple of days with a lot of passive aggressive communication. And so communication is going to be huge in the energies. But we definitely want to avoid manipulating people, because the energy can be quite greedy, as many are kind of out of touch with reality. And there was a meme that I seen this morning scrolling Facebook, and I reposted it, and Spirit's like, you got to mention it in the video today. And the meme said, when you think you're untouchable, but Spirit hits your third eye with a PowerPoint presentation of exactly where you effed up. And so I think that's where a lot of us are sitting. I think sleep patterns are being disturbed. There's a lot of people struggling with sleep. And so this is the thought patterns, the overwhelming thought patterns of pinpointing everywhere we've messed up and every little fine detail of our life. And so we really want to take a step back and be the observer and reflect, right? Because there are a lot of distorted perceptions coming up in the energies as we kind of explore healthier outlets, right? You're going to want to avoid substance abuse of any kind or escapism of any kind over the coming days. And that's going to allow us, I feel, collectively to cultivate inner peace and stability. And so it is crucial to stay grounded in the energies over the coming days, because astrologically speaking, we don't have any major planetary transits other than the transits of the moon. And after the moon works its way through Cancer, we're going into Leo, and it's going to be square Mars, it's going to be square Venus, it's going to be square Mercury, and it's going to be square Pluto. And this is it, guys. This is intense emotions and energies this week. So let's jump in with some cards. We're going to start off with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck, and I do apologize for the delay in the message getting out. We went to Colasantes yesterday. I went with my mom and my stepfather. We went to Colasantes, and we got some new plants. And so I kind of took the day off yesterday, and the message is getting out late today because I kind of slept in because it's family day. So happy family day to my fellow Canadians who are celebrating this holiday today. 444 on the timer is all about home, family, foundations, and divine protection. So face that fear, face the illusions of the mind. It's time to just open up, right? So facing fear is always going to be facing the illusions of the mind. And so I'm working really closely with this new soulmate, and I'm trying to help him overcome those fears of the mind and teaching him how to drop into the heart. And so when we face our fears and we strip all of these illusions of the mind, then we can just enjoy the journey, right? We can enjoy the reverent journey without any expectations. So when we put expectations on people, places, and things, it kind of skews our perception, right? And then we get the sharing energy. This is interesting, right? Because I'm sharing with this new soulmate what I've learned on my awakening path and how to quiet the mind and my mindfulness practices. And so all of us have a role, I feel, collectively to share the wisdom and the knowledge that we've gained through our awakening experience. And so this might also be a message for a feminine out there to face your fears. And maybe it's time to start a channel and start sharing your gifts, your intuitive knowledge. That might also be a message. And I was really guided to wear the Rose shirt today. The song Bette Midler, The Rose, was on repeat yesterday in my head. And we got a big pile here. I don't know that I want to take it. I don't know if we're going to look at it. It's like so many cards. We're going to set that aside. We get Find Your Truth. What was I talking about? The Rose energy, right? And so love is in focus. New relationship cycles, new loving relationships. And so as we kind of complete a karmic lesson, it allows us to find our truth. It allows us to go towards a new opportunity for growth. And I know a lot of the divine feminines in the collective are done, right? We've resolved these past life experiences. We've gone through the transformation. We've done the inner work, and we are ready and open to receiving love. And so a lot of the counterparts that activated the divine feminines, they're choosing their free will to stay stuck in these karmic cycles. And so if they're choosing to stay stuck in that falsehood, in that false foundation, we need to also work through that painful lesson and open up to the lines of new communication with new soulmates, right? And so the universe is always weaving and moving things around, right? A lot of us have a mission. We're here to build a healthy reciprocal relationship with another, to build these new family foundations. And so meditation is going to help us all kind of stay grounded and stay centered as we surrender to the releasing of the ego. And so the ego fights this whole transformation tooth and nail. And it's a very painful process. And so the light is kind of shining down on the collective right now. Shine the light, shine the light, shine the light down on me. I'm hearing it in my head. I don't know what song that is. If you know it, put it in the comments, please. But we are at the pivot point of taking ownership, stepping into our highest potential, stepping into taking ownership and an empowerment of our journey. And so we're all kind of being redirected right now with all of these energies. And so trust any divine detours that are playing out and surrender the ego, because the divine always has an agenda. And the divine is always bringing forward opportunities for growth with soulmate connections. And so really lean into the heart and the soul. And what is guarding? What is guiding you? So if you've got a guard up, then it's going to be hard to receive. 818 was also another thing. Let's just take a peek here. Oh my goodness. So divine feminine, this is a huge message for you. So this is the journey of the feminine. We go through the purging and cleansing, right? We deepen the relationship to self. We honor the journey as sacred, and we learn how to nourish ourselves like a true empress does. The Rose, the Sisterhood of the Rose. I actually got this shirt thrifting with my beautiful divine feminine Melanie, the spiritual empath. And so the whole life purpose we have this round is evolution. We didn't come here to stay stuck. We came here to learn some very painful soul lessons. We came here to grow. And so relationship cycles are about to shift in a very powerful way. We do have the Mars-Venus conjunction this week, and we also have the Virgo full moon. And I know this is a daily, and I'm going to go into the details for the Twin Flame Collective in the forecast, which will be coming out later today. How can you disconnect? I feel so many are going through this upheaval, and it's like an upheaval of beliefs. And we do need to go through this heart healing. And so divine feminine, how can you seek out your tribe? By you kind of just aligning to your truth and doing your work when it comes to your soul's growth and releasing anything that keeps you stuck or stagnant. This is going to just draw in these new relationships and these new friendships like magnets. And so right now, collectively, we're in a massive portal of death and transformation with all of these energies. And so we're all feeling a lot of uncomfortable physical manifestations of this ascension sickness, which would be the over mental processing. We need to remember to drop it into the heart as we journey to higher states of consciousness. The mind's wheels are spinning. It's like a hamster wheel. Go, 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 go. And so collectively, we're in a tough situation. And Spirit's there saying, hey, reach out to me. Reach out to me. I'm going to bring forward this guidance. And so what do you need to release that's no longer serving you? Because that's the mental processing, right? So we got to let all of that fade away so we can step into empowerment. So really honor self-care, I feel, over the coming days. That would be the moon in Cancer, learning to nurture yourself, learning to mother yourself. And there is some type of telepathy going on between you and another in the spiritual realm. And so if you're all of a sudden getting triggered with unwanted thoughts out of the blue that you know aren't yours, it could be a telepathic connection with another. And if you're overwhelmed with emotions, stay grounded, because I notice so many people are out of touch with reality as we go through this awakening, right? So keep shining your light, Divine Feminine. Keep shining your light, because there is a significant connection coming forward that's going to be part of your evolution and your growth. So let's jump in with the tarot. Nope, they said nope, not that deck today. Okay. All right, we're going to do the Tarot of Dreams. Let's see what needs to come through. Open up. How can you open up? Right? So we get the 8 of Coins reversed, the 4 of Coins reversed. So it's like it's a 50-50. I want to say it's a crapshoot. We can't stay stuck, right? Afraid to take a leap of faith, afraid to invest, afraid to put in the work. And so this is the third eye energy. This is the energy I feel of Pandora's box being open. And when it's opened, you can't unsee it. But I feel overwhelming fear about investing in something solid. And so we can't overanalyze. We can't over-investigate. That's that Virgo energy. You could be a Virgo. Maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn. But we are leaving the realm of drudgery and all of this earth energy, and we're going into air. And so we're not doing things the way we used to. And so there's going to be also this shift when it comes to the 3D world, when it comes to jobs. And so there might be a huge collective overhaul with job losses coming up here, because we're going into the age of manifestation. But I do feel there needs to be a release of fear when it comes to investing in something. So communication is going to be key over the coming days. Yeah, this is like secrets coming out. I just feel this is the energy. What did I write down? That's the energy of, hey, when you think you're untouchable, when you think the past isn't going to come back, when you think all the dirty you did to everybody in the past isn't going to come back, boom, there's Spirit with that PowerPoint presentation of exactly where you effed up. So that's kind of what I feel the energy is. It's like full disclosure, full exposure is kind of the feeling. So let's see. Ace of Cups in reversed. That's a higher heart activation, I feel. Page of Wands in reversed. There could be a near missed opportunity here. But I do feel a missed opportunity is awakening somebody in the heart. And that's interesting, because this new soulmate, I kind of like got triggered. And you know, we do our deepest healing in connection. And so I've gone years really without much of any type of dating or relationships. And there's been a couple walk-in soul contracts throughout the years since the awakening. And they never really turned out. It's always been a catalyst for growth for me. But this new connection, it's a little bit different. It's different. It's different. And so I worked through some triggers. It kind of was like a near miss, but I'll tell you, it sure activated something in this soulmate's heart. And so this is spiritual enlightenment. This is completion. This is all of the fixed signs: Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. And so we're on the precipice of something huge, something about Saturn and Pisces as well. And so we do have Saturn and Pisces, and this is also the energy of a lot of people are choosing not to go towards the twin flame. There's a lot of masculines choosing to stay stuck in an old cycle, in an old mindset, with the wheel reverse, keeping their foot stuck in the wheel. And so we are at a major pivot point. This is the central energy, and there's that Cancer, Venus in Cancer energy. We're being presented with a choice, I feel. There is deep spiritual connections coming forward. And so there's the 9 of Swords in reverse. We got to get out of the heart or we got to get out of the head and into the heart. Because I was hearing, get out of my head and into my car. So that's interesting. Ooh, we get the Eight of Cups. We also get the Knight of Wands, and we get the Ten of Swords in reversed. And so I feel this is triggering action. I do feel a near miss has triggered some action, and this is the process of walking away from an old way of being, an old mindset, and I do feel leaving some past betrayals behind. And so we can't stay stuck in the old mindset and the old cycles. We also have a masculine here, I feel, going through a breakdown of distorted beliefs. Could have a King of Pentacles here going through a breakdown of beliefs connected to the material world. This is like the crumbling of the 3D reality. And this is how we've all manifested in the past in relationships. Out of stability and security, out of the root chakra. And we're not manifesting out of the lower chakras. We're manifesting out of the heart. We're ascending into higher dimensions, right? And so we're going through this process of expansion. We also have Jupiter in Taurus, which is all about beliefs, right? Taurus rules the Hierophant energy. It's all about beliefs, institutions, structures, governments, and a new way of doing life, right? And so there is a brand new beginning here, but we got to face that fear. We got to open up to this deep emotional exploration, or it will be a missed opportunity, right? And so with the Page of Cups reverses, you got to open up. You got to at least take the leap of faith. If you don't take the leap of faith, then the answer is always going to be no. And so get ready to strip the old. We do have somebody here really struggling with clearing out an old mindset is what I'm feeling. Aquarian energy, Gemini, Virgo. We get the Magician with the Star reverse. So I do feel a masculine energy here. It doesn't have to be a man, although it is a man depicted on the card. We all have masculine and feminine within us. It could be same-sex couple. It's not gender specific. I do want to make that clear, okay? But we do have a Magician here in some dark night of the soul energy, needing to strip away all of the blocks to authenticity, all of the blocks to healing. And so there's a freaking tower coming in, I feel, over the coming days. It's coming in with lightning speed, but it is a tower presenting two lovers an opportunity to come together. And so you might be presented with two options. And one of these things is not going to be like the other, but it will lead to a solid commitment. But it's going to require open communication, and you might have to go through the breakdown of the ego. And so somebody here has resisted dropping into the heart. There's a need to drop into the heart. We can't think our way through these feelings. We have to feel our feelings. And so there's a breakdown of the ego here, a heart awakening for a brand new beginning with somebody that I feel is ready for love. We have a very grounded, generous, heart-centered, feminine energy coming through that I feel isn't going to see this offer coming. Because I feel there's been nobody that's really been willing to step up and put in the work. So there's a new beginning here and acceleration around the corner. But first we got to break down everything that's a block to love. And so an unexpected offer, an unexpected choice in love. So within the next couple of months, this could bloom into something very solid. But there's overwhelming fear, maybe because somebody was hurt and betrayed in the past. And you know what? The next person that comes along isn't going to be the past person. We can't keep blaming the new people for what somebody did to us in the past. And we also can't be afraid to go towards new love because of what somebody did. And so maybe in the past you had to leave behind Rico Suave players. Maybe in the past you dealt with a lot of people that come in for passion. But as fast as they come in, they walked away. And so this is a lesson of Saturn, right? Spiritual discipline. There is an opportunity to work well with somebody. Let's take a look at the Two of Cups, because this is feeling really good. There is a divine feminine here that I feel has called in a relationship. And it will lead to the ultimate abundance. This is the pinnacle. This is it. You've completed a cycle. So maybe it's time to drop your defenses. I do feel there is a lot of disillusionment going on. So you're going to want to be careful because I do feel there's a connection that's coming on your doorstep. It's coming out of nowhere. It feels really, really good, but there's also this Seven of Cups attached to it. As we break down the walls of the heart, we also have to go through a period of disillusionment and purging, right? And so if we take the 7 and we add the 2, though, we also get the 9. And so Don't squander an opportunity for wish fulfillment, because it's time to walk through the doorway of a new experience. And I do think this is going to bring a lot of abundance. I feel this is divinely guided. This could be a message for a Virgo, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, but we got Leo here as well. I think there's some sacred rage about to be released too, for maybe all of the wrong paths you took, right? And like the PowerPoint presentation of exactly where you effed up. But I feel this is coming out of nowhere. It's like the wind's getting knocked out of somebody, so they can release this overwhelming stuck energy of grief, guilt, and regret, right? We can't go back and change yesterday. We can't stay stuck in the old patterns of addictions, escapism, right? And escapism can come in many forms. Addictions come in many forms. It could be video games. It could be alcohol. It could be drugs. It could be weed. It could be cigarettes. It could be sex. It could be porn. Anything in excess, right? That keeps us detached from really feeling our emotions. And so the gateway opportunity is here for some type of soulmate union, but it will require passionate action. And this will be a balanced relationship, but there is a need to face some anger and some rage connected to a past cycle, and that's when the victory is going to come. And so somebody's facing some challenges. There is without a doubt a major realignment coming on. I feel there's a divine feminine that has served as a catalyst for an awakening here. Somebody that is very centered in her truth, heart-centered, very much connected to spirit. We could have a divine feminine here that is a business owner that has waited a long time for somebody to plant a seed with her. And I do feel she's exposed some truth in regards to some toxicity that needs to be released so somebody can leave a self-sabotaging cycle behind. And so we're in the process of collective death energy, closing out soul suppression, depression, and releasing the past. And so some deep inner child wounding is coming up so we can get to the root cause of these narcissistic love bombing relationship cycles, right? We've done enough work, I feel. So I'm just going to say, don't squander a missed opportunity due to some self-sabotaging behaviors. You don't want to mess this up, because there's a golden opportunity here with a pre-empress. And there is going to be a breakdown of some false beliefs. So let's get one last message from Spirit on this one. Others can only victimize you if you allow it. So release the victim mentality. We always have the choice to take our power back. If you don't leave a toxic situation on your own, the universe is throwing you out. And that might be happening too. But it's like getting thrown off track in order to get reoriented. And so this is a destined, fated moment in time. And we're all feeling it. So once again, be careful of self-sabotage. Somebody here potentially could self-sabotage a new relationship if they don't return to self and go for this opportunity. And that's kind of what I got. So I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out the description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.